Why on earth do airlines even bother with basic economy when it feels like punishment instead of a deal? You look at the screen, the ticket looks dirt cheap, you get excited, then suddenly the restrictions hit you like turbulence. No seat choice, no overhead bag, sometimes even boarding last, like you're being publicly shamed, and you think, why would any sane traveler pick this? But here's where the rabbit hole begins. Airlines don't design basic economy to make your life easier. No, they design it to trigger your brain into spending more without realizing it. Imagine you're standing at the checkout line in a grocery store and there's candy right there in front of you. Shiny, tempting, and somehow always ending up in your cart. That's exactly how basic economy works, but on a far bigger, more psychological level. The airline knows you don't really want the worst deal. They're not trying to sell you basic economy at all. They're trying to sell you out of it. It's a decoy, a mental trick. In behavioral economics, there's a concept called the ugly option. You put something on the shelf that looks terrible, so the slightly more expensive option suddenly feels worth it, even if it's overpriced. That's what's happening here, right under your nose, every single time you hit search flights. Airlines throw that rock-bottom basic economy fare in your face, knowing you'll recoil, panic about all the restrictions, and then gladly cough up $50, $100, or even $200 more just for the comfort of feeling normal again. It's not about giving you a budget-friendly deal. It's about reshaping your perception of value. Now here's the really twisted part. Behind the scenes, airline execs know most people who end up in basic economy aren't the chill backpacker types who shrug off the rules. No, most are people who panic at the idea of not sitting with their kids or business travelers who can't risk showing up late in Zone 9. And once you've felt the pain of basic economy even once, cramped seat, boarding last, that feeling of being second class, it scars you. Next time you book, you don't even hesitate before clicking main cabin or standard economy. You're relieved to pay more, like you've escaped a trap, not realizing you fell right into the bigger one. But here's where it gets even sneakier. By advertising those impossibly cheap fares, airlines win the search engine game. On Google Flights, Expedia, Kayak, you name it, the lowest price pops up first. You think you're scoring a deal, but by the time you add bags, seat selection, and maybe just the dignity of boarding with the rest of humanity, the final price is often higher than what you would have paid with a competing airline. That's the hidden genius. It's less about selling you basic economy and more about manipulating your decision process from start to finish. And if you think it's random, it's not. Every restriction in basic economy is carefully engineered after years of studying passenger behavior, how much people value family seating, how far they'll go to avoid bag fees, and even how much humiliation they'll tolerate before paying up. It's like a lab experiment, except you're the subject. Think about it. Airlines could easily make basic economy a fair, low-cost product, like budget carriers do in Europe or Asia, but they don't, because the point isn't fairness, it's leverage. They want you to feel the pain just enough that you'll upgrade, but not so much that you stop flying altogether. It's psychological warfare dressed up as a discount. And the next time you're sitting there comparing fares, remember this: airlines aren't selling you a seat on a plane. They're selling you a carefully staged illusion of choice. They build the cage, hand you the key, and then smile while you pay extra to unlock the door they locked in the first place. And maybe the craziest part? Once you understand it, you'll never look at a flight search the same way again, because now you know the secret isn't the cheap ticket, it's the manipulation hiding behind it.